Project 2025 is failing, and I love it. Yes. Why is it failing? Because out of 39 judgments, we run 38. So every time he's doing hundreds of executive orders, 99% of them are getting hit back. His execution is one thing, but his effectiveness is nothing. And we're beating them back. And then the other thing is, a lot of these MAGA people are starting to understand. They're starting to join the fight. Not necessarily join us because they don't like us. We don't like them, whatever. But they are fighting back because they're like, wait a minute. You're really going to get rid of Medicare? Wait a minute. You're really going to you're really messing with our Social Security? You're talking about stopping payments? Wait a minute. You're really going to get rid of the Department of Education? And we're thinking, yeah, dummy, we told you that. Yeah. But now they understand, and they're showing up at their town halls, mad, being accused of being Democrats. They're like, man, I'm a registered Republican all my life. What are you talking about? Dragging people out like they dragged out that little white woman in Iowa just for speaking out. She wasn't doing anything wrong. They just drove, man, people, you dragging out white Republicans, MAGA voters, and you telling me Project 2025 is winning? If he does all these executive orders and 99% get reversed by the federal judges, if he's fighting on this level and then he appeals on this level after he lost on this level, and the appeals say, yeah, we agree down there with that, and then you take it to the Supreme Court, in his first Supreme Court case, he lost too. So the Supreme Court ain't on their side. Justice John Roberts, who got nominated by him, is pissed. Think about what they did. This past week, they tried to get articles of impeachment on a federal judge that judged against him. And what was the judge doing? Judge Boasberg was saying, hey, don't send those people to El Salvador. Do not deport them. And here's why. Because Trump signed the Alien Enemies Act. He was all in the press on it. The White House talked about it. And then all of a sudden, he wants to send these people out faster. But the reason Judge Boasberg said don't do that is because the Alien Enemies Act is only for aliens who are our country's enemies. So you send them to El Salvador and Venezuela, blah, blah. Neither one of these countries we don't have war with. And that's what the judge said, but they sent it anyway. So the judge said, oh, no, you didn't. You better get over here and give me a reason in this hearing on Monday. You know what they did in the hearing on Monday? You know what they did? They tried to request another judge. Not only did these fools try to request another judge, but then he tries to open up articles of impeachment, and you got so many lackeys over there in the legislative branch who are GOP who are trying to please Trump, that they went out and did it. And Elon loved it so much, he gave them money to their campaigns. I think like the limit, $6,000 or whatever, just to say thank you for doing that. Articles of impeachment. But of course, that's not going to work because they need 67 votes in the Senate, even if they get it through the House. And they don't have the votes, even if Schumer's old traitor butt votes. But here's the interesting part about that. And he won't, because that's just a no-brainer. They've impeached 15 judges in the last 200 years. And it was always over heinous stuff, like illegal bribes or doing something just crazy, okay? And Justice Roberts from the Supreme Court, who was nominated by Trump, said he rebuked Trump. Because he's like, wait a minute, we don't do that. That's why we got judicial review boards. And even if you go to the judicial review board, you're not going to get anywhere. So this Project 2025 things of redesigning everything while the judges turn it around, and then you trying to attack the judges, and then you trying to switch the judges, and then you trying to put article impeachment on the judge, which was totally stupid because it wasn't going to go through. All it's going to do is piss off the judicial branch and make them close ranks. Bravo. And it gets better. You got idiots who are threatening to stop payments of Social Security, and I keep telling everybody, that ain't happening. 60 million people stop their money. Oh, that's civil war. Trump ain't that stupid. He's afraid to touch Social Security. I'm telling you, he's afraid, and he's rightfully so. Project 2025 is failing in every sense of the word. They're getting pushback on the judicial branch. They're really, you know who the Democrats that are really representing? You know who's really representing? The AGs and the governors. They have been suing since the very first week. I remember when they did the press release in December, we're going to sue. And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. No, they've been on business. They have not messed around. They have not around at all. I so much respect, including here in Chicago. I always got to shout out AG Raul and Governor Pritzker, who rocks, a real billionaire. He really rocks. You ain't got to do this job. If I'm a billionaire, when I'm a billionaire, I ain't doing no government job. Shoot. But they went out and they sued. And they're trying to sue and get Elon out right now. 14 of those states, including mine, are trying to get them out. But it's a very slow process because they kind of dot their I's, cross their T's. So when Trump takes it up, because that's his thing, look, we're going to fight here, then we're going to take it to appeal, then we're going to take it to the Supreme Court. The reason they've been failing 38-1 is because the stuff is packed tight. And they're just blatantly breaking the law. They can't just put executive orders in saying, I run the law. There's a thing called Constitution. There's checks and balances. This is a decentralized government where there's a judicial, a legislative, and executive branch. The reason that means something now is that each one of these branches have equal power. The project's failing, and we're winning. Have I earned your subscription? Definitely subscribe to my YouTube, Darren Monroe Politics. If you're somewhere else watching this video, definitely follow me there. But get over there because on YouTube, I'm always blowing it out the water.